Be back. Had a couple of games back in the team, and just on a personal front, because I know, although you're a sort of quite learned watcher and you do take note of things, I know you don't particularly enjoy it.
Yeah, no, you're right, Dan. I think I missed 5 weeks, but I think it was only like 3 or 4 league games, which was good with the postponement at Bradford. But yeah, I don't like. I obviously come to the games and I watch them, but I don't really like doing that. But I've come to support the lads, so it is good to be back. And I wish we'd had 2 wins in me 2 comeback games, but I think the performance on Monday night was a positive performance, and hopefully we can get the 3 points tomorrow.
Just as far as having an influence on the group, even when you can't play, Seamus Keneally was in here last week saying players' WhatsApp group, you and him are chipping in with little things and messages to players and bits of encouragement, particularly for away games when you might not be there. How important is it to try and have that influence, even if you have not been able to do it out there on the park?
Yeah, I think that's a responsibility that I do take on, and I know Seamus does. Seamus is a brilliant leader, and Faz and Donald as well. But yeah, I like to think that I know a lot about football and I can help with little insightful words or whatever that might make the lads play that little bit better or whatever, and get the 3 points, which is the main thing what everyone wants. Yeah,
I know you want to keep playing, you want to be having an influence out there as long as you can, but is it interesting to you that you can make a difference to people even when you can't play?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Obviously we've talked about it before, but I've completed my UEFA A licence now, and obviously that's what I'm looking to do in the future, but not at the minute. I love playing too much. I was saying to one of the lads from Fleetwood the other day after the game, even the game wasn't very good probably in itself to watch, but I just loved playing in it. Like it was just a good battle, and yeah, I love playing. Yeah.
As far as the Christmas period's concerned, you'll have done a lot of these. You probably haven't had a year in your adult life where you've not done this and had, a game every 3 days or whatever it is. Is that also really enjoyable? Although we talk about you have to miss things and sacrifice things and train on Christmas Day or whatever, is it something that really gets your juices flowing as a competitor to go, we go again, we go again, we go again?
Not really, to be honest, Dan. I know. I just think over Christmas, obviously, there's lots of stuff you have to do at home, whereas normally you can just go home and rest. But I've got a 10-year-old boy, Jude, who loves Christmas, and he'll be full of energy. So I'll be doing stuff with him as well. So it's not just work and then rest, which is what I like to do normally. It's work and then more work at home. But no, the games are good, and I think the more for the fans, to be honest, that they can come out on Boxing Day or New Year's Day and they don't have work and stuff like that, so they can probably enjoy it a lot more. But for me as a player, it's just a normal Saturday, Tuesday, even though they might not be Saturday, Tuesday games, but they're just normal league games for me, and I don't really enjoy Christmas either. I'm a bit of a Grinch, but that's just because all my focus and concentration's on the next game, and that's how I've always been, Dan. Yeah.
Best Christmas gifts then are wins over Christmas, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I just want us to go up the table, and yeah, hopefully starting tomorrow we need the 3 points.
How important are home games in this? Because the sort of arithmetic of it tells you you've won 2 home league games this season. Does that tell us the full story, or is there a lot more to it than that from actually the way you've played here?
Yeah, I think we should have won a lot more games at home. I think our performances at home have been really good, and we probably haven't deserved the points that we've got, but there's no point in looking back and thinking we should have won that, we should have won this, but we've just got to focus on the next game and do our best to win that.
If that's been frustrating, and I imagine it probably has, can that be a a bit of a fuel. Can that be something you take forward and use positively?
It probably can, yeah. I wouldn't personally. I'm just thinking about Salford and wanting to beat them, and it's not even about the Harrogate at home where we should have won or whatever. Them memories are in the distant past for me. So yeah, it's just like I said, on to the next one. And Salford, who've been doing well of late. But yeah, we need to make it hard for them tomorrow. Yeah.
What do you expect from Salford? Because they seem to have had a few sort of little eras where they've been playing in certain ways, and they had a managerial change not long ago. And Carl Robinson's somebody you'll come across lots of times in football. What do you expect from them specifically in this game?
I think they'll be a good footballing team. I don't know what the conditions are going to be like, but I've heard it's going to be windy again tomorrow, which the Bromley game last week was basically a non-event because of the storm. So if it's anything like that again, we just need to make it hard for them and do the horrible stuff, which is what I said to the lads on Monday night, which I thought we did do better than them, and that's why we probably deserve to win in the end. But it's more about that at this time of the year, Dan. More about doing the horrible stuff on the pitch, yeah.
Is wind the worst weather condition for a footballer? It just must make it so difficult to do the most basic things.
Yeah, it is for me, yeah. I actually quite like the rain, but the wind is just, you don't know where the ball's going to go half the time. And normally, if someone's heading it, I can read where it's going, but in the wind, they either don't head it as they wanted to, or the ball just takes off and goes somewhere completely different. So it is hard, and I'm sure it's a hard watch for the fans as well at times, to be honest. But yeah, it is hard to play in the wind, yeah.
And I guess you talk about dealing with that and doing those ugly things, that difficult stuff. Does that give you the best chance you can? Just play the elements as much as you play the opposition sometimes.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what it is, Dan. It's just on the day a lot of the time. It's who works the hardest and who can make the least amount of mistakes and put the ball in right areas. And obviously we like to get it down and play at times, but like you just said then about the conditions, if they're like that, you need to play them as well as you can. And with Salford coming to our pitch tomorrow, hopefully we can turn it into a bit of a tough game for them, yeah.